Good afternoon. I'm Leslie Hope, Director of Government Relations for Carolinas AGC. We are getting ready to start a new legislative video series that we're going to be broadcasting live from the State House throughout the rest of the legislative session. In South Carolina, they're in session from January to June, so we're in the middle of a session, and we're going to start bringing this series to you so that we can keep you up to date on what's going on here in South Carolina. The Senate is currently working on nullification of Obamacare. As you well know, the federal government recently passed Obamacare. What we have concerns with here is that we have a bill in the Senate that nullifies Obamacare for South Carolina. What that means is if this bill were to pass, then our business owners are going to have to decide whether or not to violate federal law or state law, and that's not a position we want to put our business owners in. So we're going to continue to monitor that very closely and oppose them passing a nullification bill here in South Carolina. Another issue we're working on in South Carolina is a payment bond bill. In December, there was a Supreme Court ruling dealing with payment bonds, and the opinion stated that the bonds no longer apply to public and private projects. About 15 years ago, we were able to get the law passed stating that it does apply to both public and private projects. We're also asking the legislature to amend that section of the bill that applies to notice of furnishings so that all notices will be sent certified or registered mail, and none will be sent via email, so that we don't have an issue with contractors paying twice or subs not being paid. Another bill that has been proposed is one that would require employers to garnish wages for payday lending loans. These are high interest loans, and we opposed the bill in committee last week because, as I told the committee, we want our contractors building buildings, building roads, taking care of the infrastructure of South Carolina, not becoming debt collectors for payday lending loans. As you all know, we passed a highway funding bill last session, the largest highway funding bill we've seen the legislature pass since 1987. We are asking the legislature to continue moving forward with funding of the state roads here in South Carolina. There is currently a bill on the Senate floor that cobbles together several alternative methods for funding roads and bridges in our state, and we are asking our members to continue to encourage their senators to pass this legislation so that we can continue to cobble together as much funds as we can to attack the $29 billion road deficit issue that we are dealing with in South Carolina. Finally, I'll close with making sure you're aware of our legislative day here in South Carolina. I invite all of you to join us on Tuesday, March the 25th, as we visit with our legislators here in South Carolina and make sure that your voices are known. We're going to have a legislative day on the Hill starting at 12:30. You can meet us on the front steps of the State House, and we'll tour the legislature. We'll have you introduced in the House and the Senate, and then we'll close the day with a legislative reception where we invite all the members of the legislature to join us at the Palmetto Club. You can register for this online at cagc.org. I hope you'll plan on joining us. Thanks.